N-apăs dacă merge acum. Mă trebuie să văd cum fac să văd ambele părți. Dau aici. Nu mă fac să le văd pe toate. Asta. Luăm de aici. Punem așa. Acum de aici trebuie să merg în... Trebuie să verific aici cum le fac. Unde ești, mă? Dacă nu mă verific eu aici să văd. Oh, că nu vreau să mă trezesc cu alte de-astea. Apare ceva, nu-mi dau seama. Bă, nu, uite, stai așa că mi-apare undeva. Îți dau un pop-out. Perfect. Bun. O să încerc ceva pe aici. Nu vă pau, că e aici. Și aici. Punem așa. Oh my god. What's going on? Și acum să alegem number 4. Acum nu știu dacă merge bine. Ăla. Poți să-mi zici ceva? Va trebui să-mi intri pe TikTok. Nu, că... Mai? Ok. Să-mi zici dacă merge bine. Că sunt și YouTube, sunt și aici, așa. Da? Eu văd că tot mi apare, join. Nu știu, că nu văd cât sunt.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others.
Nu s-au de dublu sau ceva, nu? Se aude ceva de 2 ori. Nu știu ce. Ești pe telefon? Ah, da.
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Get ready! Take cover!
Poți să scrii ceva puțin pe chat. Doar scrie de ceva. Da, apare acolo.
A rude awakening, eh?
Îmi apare aici. E ceva ciudat aici. Da, e ceva ciudat aici. Le văd așa că le-am separate oricum. Zic că le am pe ambele, știi? Dar, da, bine, am două chaturi. Doar că nu e calitatea asta la mine.
Now you're finished.
Aici am ceva. Acum.
Get over here with that crossbow and join the line. What the fuck are you waiting for? Don't stop! Fire eye on them for fuck's sake!
I don't know. Jos cu tine! Go down!
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking Juvat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Co, powiedz mi coś, no?
Dentes Fortuna, Juvat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace.
De ce, mă? Păi de ce? Unde?
And whatever. What does it
Oh,
actually
no.
mean?
O Dentes Fortuna, Juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir! Trotsky!
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
Te apucă, mă. Snake, te apucă, hă? Te cheamă Snake, mă? Autistule.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures?
Vrei să fii
Adventures that
băgat
will
în
become
seamă?
the stuff of legends?
In the first place, Sir Hans,
Da,
we've
man.
got a task ahead of us. An important one. And a great responsibility. You don't meet such a mighty noble as von Bergov every day. So, first duty, then fun.
Ce mă uit are? Sau
Quiet,
deloc?
monk. You'll just spoil the rest of our trip. It's all
Păi nu
clear
dau seama
to
dacă...
me. We deliver the message, get the politics over with, and enjoy a bit of adventure together. But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it
Și așa tare se
himself?
aude pe YouTube?
Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Why? He must trust you not to botch it up.
Puteți
Otherwise, he
băga,
wouldn't
nu știu cum
send
s-au
you as
decât
his
în
envoy.
Of course. How could I possibly
Aici
botch
e
it
de la
up?
mare.
There are foreign armies rampaging through
Da,
Bohemia.
dădui cu ambele și
The
de-aia
king is in
curios.
captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it
Habar
all,
n-am.
carrying
Nu
an
văd, nu
important
apare
document. No,
în
I
chat-ul
intend
ăsta.
to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
You're a bit
Da, eu
too
tot
keen.
văd că mi intră și
You
ies.
never know what might happen.
Bine, dar și nu văd. Nu văd că
Henry,
ies.
don't be such a
Nu văd
lily
că
liver.
ies. Doar văd că intră.
Audentes fortuna juvat! Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing. Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we don't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
Uite că ceva e ciudat la Mike. Ciudat. So the limit more than to have a weapon in his hands and we have a strong suit of armor.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Mhm. Speech.
want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well. Sorry about the cold reception.
Și
Must be
bem de
cautious.
regulă la microfon.
These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Nu
So
e
you
aia,
won't
mă.
accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle
Bă,
before
taci,
nightfall.
mă.
Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark,
vorbești
especially while
degeaba.
we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
Amândoi vorbiți degeaba, bă.
I'll take your point.
Umpluturi.
I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is
Te mă,
one.
lasă-mă puțin că nu pot să-ți răspund.
Bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
Ia să văd acum. Puțin mai bine. Se poate și mai bine. E și mai bine acum. Mult mai bine, nu se mai aude noise-ul ăla.
We've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Contează mult. Dar ce să știți voi?
Come on, fellas.
Dar nu l-am dat
Camp here on the
tare.
bank. At
Ești
least we
autist?
can bathe. I stink almost as
Am
bad
dat
as
să
the
nu
rest
se
of you.
audă.
And you lot are rank.
Încerc să nu se audă sunetele în preajmă.
Be quiet, you three bitten down.
N-are mă treaba asta, că stau aproape de asta dacă e, dar mă uit după altceva. Păi mă aud din cauza că sunt mai aproape de microfon, atunci nu eram în fața către microfon. E mai aproape că e de birou. Și dacă mă depărtez puțin de el.
Call off that butt of yours.
Ba da, de la cu braț am. Dar problema e că nu mi... Dacă m-am depărtat puțin... Tot de birou e oarecum.
Stop bothering me, mutt.
Păi ăla, nu ăla de ureche. Dă-l pui la ureche, te referi cu braț. Tu la braț zici ăla la ureche?
Henry, whistle at that
Ăla.
to stop barking.
I assume you can hear that damn dog of yours barking. Can you sort him out?
Păi da,
Stop
exact.
bothering me, mutt.
Pe braț. Da, ea nu înțeleg.
Free! Off you go. For Christ's sake! Henry! Call off that damn dog before he wolfs down the last of our mates.
Păi da.
Whistle to that dog. Henry! Hey! Call off that mutt of yours. Hey, call off that dog and then we can talk. Henry! Hey! Call off that mutt of yours.
Am uitat care era butonul să-l chem câinele. Mă, care era, mă? Băi, nu mi apar butoanele.
Henry! Hey! Call off that mutt of
Yeah.
yours.
De ce nu mi-a... Mă, că nu mai apare ăla să închem câinele.
Henry! Whistle at that mutt of yours to
Ah,
stop
gata.
barking.
Heel! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! He said last. That barking was a pain.
N-ai... Mi-e greu să-i pronunț numele. Da. Păi, nu știu, nu vine mie să-l pronunț, nu știu de ce.
Here, Mutt. Search.
Ba, mie îmi place.
Sit and stay.
Mie îmi place. Și l-am de mai bine de un an și mi se pare ok. Păi da, l-am de mai bine, da. Ca microfon.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Come on, Oates. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at...
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's...
Da.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
Să nu te aștept să țipe. Unu, 5. Perfect, acum hai să
Today's
pierdem.
my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Îți place la nebunie, nu?
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know? If I was you, I'd take it.
Nebunie. Da, bravo, mă, bine că ai dat și
Oh,
100
that's
din
as
prima.
far as I go.
Trebuie să merg la risc.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
perfect.
Curva! Damn your eyes. You played well. What's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring. Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
God. How many times do I have to tell you?
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
One little game, eh?
Leave me alone.
Mamă, zic,
I know you
ce
only too
vai,
well.
nici nu vreau să mă
One
gândesc.
little game. One little game. And then you go and take my last grocery.
Here you go.
Știu ce zici.
Take it.
Adevărat să știi.
This is boring. Why don't we carry on to the foothill of Trotsky? They must have a tavern there. The fellow could have a game there.
Era
Give
nenorocire.
over, Tankard. There'll be time after we deliver.
Do you know why we're going to Trotsky?
For some big political parley.
Yeah, of course. I'm just wondering if you know what's in that message we're carrying.
Not really, but I reckon our lords want to sound out von Burgo. Bear in mind the times we're living in. King Wenceslas under lock and key in Vienna, and his brother Sigismund, meanwhile, shamelessly plundering Bohemia. We need to know who's
Păi
going to
cum îi
stand on
zice?
our side.
Păi lui
if
nu,
things
lui nu
get
era
even
scris ca
worse.
să moară din
And the
tutun
royal
de porumb.
chamberlain, von Burgo, has the land reserves
Exact.
under his thumb. So he's a big player.
Do you know these parts?
A little.
Dar se mai întâmplă.
It's all rocks and woods. Lovely to look at, but shit for hunting in. If you don't watch your step, you could easily fall down some fissure.
So you've been in Trotsky before?
Not Trotsky
Adevărul că
itself.
mâncau mult mai
Once
sănătos.
I just passed through here with Sir Hanush's escort.
Ah, I expect that's why he sent you with us.
No doubt, but also because I'm not as rash as you youngsters. And besides, as the cook, I make sure you lot don't gobble up all the supplies at once.
We might even discuss how to make peace with Sigismund.
Peace? I don't know. Sigismund is winning and he won't want to parley for peace. But I hope there's some chance of a truce at least, an armistice. The main thing is that it don't get no worse. Hacking up Cumans is one thing, but if it comes to Czechs fighting against Czechs, that'd be nasty.
To tell the truth,
Deci, o merita, a? De mai am din asta. Văd ceva. Păi da, e...
Henry! Henry! Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hanosh had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay?
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Widział. Czemu kciłoła? Da? Celowo prawo?
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
No, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
You chain attack by pressing the attack button. Okay.
You want to wear me down like that? Come on, try again. Is that the best you can do? Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard.
On guard.
Nice. Good. Good. Nice.
Am atak mai repede.
Good.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry. Pretty good.
Ouch. Jest superb.
Nice. But what about a
Dajcie mojego,
riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I?
Moją latrynę.
Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect
Oderwę
block
się.
immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready.
Serios?
Strike back after the block. After
Na
covering,
skróta.
you have to strike straight away. Nice.
Pez, nu
You
vrea
have
să
to
nu vor să
block
asculte.
first. Sweet.
Păi, la ce dorm?
Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. and it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you
Claro.
can't make a perfect block?
Clar,
Then it's
he's
best to
joined.
attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Ooh. I was too slow. Nice. Ooh. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard.
On guard.
A good
Ouch.
start.
Ouch. Oh, pe lângă, pe bune.
He's nearly done in.
Wow. Hey.
Jesus, how did he do that?
Ce-a fost aia? Bă! Bă, ce e asta, mă? Nu!
Let Spark fly. One more like that and he'll be on his back.
Fuck me.
I've had enough.
Nu, am dat surrender.
Thanks to God and the Blessed Virgin. And you've had it. I say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat. Oh, that swordplay's given me quite an appetite.
Am
Let's
dat
get some
surrender
grub.
fără să vreau. No. Am dat surrender.
So who won, gentlemen?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Rattay.
That time we had a wager for your bow. How did it actually end up?
Henry, that was no time ago at all. Did you get a bang in the head? And of course, I won.
So much has happened since then. It feels like an eternity.
God's truth. We had no lack of excitement. Anyway, I kicked your ass because I'm a master with a bow.
Indeed. Almost as good as with your tongue.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says,
Where's the shit, oh my pretty?
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
I don't know. Nothing happened between us.
Nothing?
No.
I don't get it. A nice lass like that.
you know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission.
Ce trebuie.
Then I came back.
At last someone with some sense who's not in a hurry all the time.
If I always had to think everything over, but...
I wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. Well, that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, hey?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again, hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state. Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
You know, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
Let's get it on. Timpul de bălăceală. Timpul să scalde ăștia.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Nu ce repede se întoarce.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer. Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way.
Așa.
Right in our path. Damn it.
Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side. It worked. Let's go.
What is this racket here?
Patru. Ce n-am mâncat. Era nemâncat de 5 zile. Păi mâncam omul, dar cât are, 130 de kg are ăla, cât naiba. Dar totuși.
We'll go even closer, but carefully.
Pana je u muzyky, směje se na chasníky, klienty ją jedí, Pana sama sedí, aleluja, domine, aleluja.
Damn, Henry! I told you to... Oh, fucking God, you're a dog.
Something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Așa sunt învățați și de-aia. O să fie bine.
Oh, fuck. A letter.
Apoi, da. Să înțelege.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away. Hey!
Da.
What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run! Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine!
Da. Ah. Da, da, da.
What are you gaping at? Shoot!
Da, se mai întâmplă.
Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank! Christ! When did you learn to
Cred că cam
swim?
așa se întâmplă, cel puțin la vârsta aia, cam așa se întâmplă.
Just now!
Păi nu, dar de obicei după la vârsta aia cam e de așteptat. Dacă ai făcut, ți-ai rupt vreun picior ceva, dacă nu te aștepți la viața mai scurtă deja. E pentru că sunt... Na, vezi? Ai fost greedy dacă ai vrut să mergi după pui.
What was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, oh really? And what exactly do you call...
Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah!
Fuck! We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Da, restul... E altfel generația la altă. E învățat altfel. Asta de acum moare dacă merge atât. Generația de acum. Dacă îți merge 5 km, deja îți leșinați.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Păi e că se simte, nu pot să zic că nu, astea cu urcatul, dar... Zis că... Și ăla zgâfie dacă e la urcat. Uite, bă, dar gâfie după aia.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trusky? There's someone in front of us. Down!
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around.
Păi sunt obișnuiți.
You, watch the middle of the garden.
Păi ăștia de obicei care sunt de pe atunci așa sunt învățați, știi, și până la vârsta în continuu tot așa sunt învățați, știi? Adică nu sunt de aia să...
Sacra! He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Get to work.
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirt
Now.
on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you.
Leave it out. Catch him from naked
Maybe, but I still can't see a bloody thing. You'll find.
Intrat unul, William Eglund.
Be careful, there's more of them up top. Fuck!
Stai puțin, că o să fiu puțin pământ. Ne auzim la tine, nu?
They're coming here! Stand still!
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on the...
Run! Quick!
Run! Fuga! Gata. Sper.
No,
E ok.
no, fuck,
Run,
they're in
exact.
front of us! Quick,
Run!
into the rocks!
Fuga, fuga! Fuga, fuga! Normal.
What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top!
Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Așa. Da?
Where now, for fuck's sake? Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us!
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake!
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Să vedem ceva la brightness. Păi da, noi văzut că în Germania, de exemplu, toți bătrânii au mașini de lux. Numai ăla micu are mașina lui, aia veche. Lisenkov. Ceva de genul. A? Păi mă duc și acolo. Îți dau un magazin de ăsta de haine.
Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other
Îți
gorge.
într-un magazin de haine din ăsta de...
Where is he?
A? Stai că ești puțin frumos.
Like a way out. Hans!
Here! Oh, God, we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago. Hurry!
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit! Ha! No, you don't.
Nu, nici măcar nu s-a să-mi bag cap. Decât dacă îi văd așa nedumeriți, atunci mă duc și întreb ce caută anume. În rest nu mă duc să întreb. Dacă-s nedumeriți, atunci îi întreb. Dacă caută ceva anume specific.
Adventurous life, son. It can end before it gets started.
Pentru ce caută, pentru ce are nevoie.
And then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Întreb de stilul de haine care îl preferă.
Try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Îi ajut cât pot. Mai ești pe aceea? Nu mai știu, înseamnă că vorbi singur.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Așa. Bună Catalina, Laza. Hello, Catalina.
My dad? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
Wake up.
For the love of God.
Wake up, boy.
Wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry.
C'era una di game audio.
You dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sir Hans Cable.
Ah!
Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate. Ah!
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Humans. They're slaughtering everyone. They'll kill us.
Christ, Henry, stop yelling and move your ass.
Bianca.
Come on.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the car.
Easy.
Hurry.
What about you? Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake.
If it happens, he'll take
Come on! Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Wrong.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa... I let them all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on. Hold on. We...
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're... That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, stop!
Zici că a plonjat în apă acolo.
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
Hai, băgăm asta. Vorbim singur. Da, nu auzi partea.
They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who burned it to the ground? Huge army.
Nu.
They attacked without warning.
Nici măcar nu stau să te bag în seamă.
Get all the people inside the gates. We
Nu
have to
te bag în
prepare
seamă,
for the
dar
worst.
dacă văd că stai și te uiți în gol așa, iurea și nu știi ce și cum, atunci te bag în seamă, știi? Adică te întreb dacă ai nevoie de ajutor sau ceva de genul. Și dacă ai nevoie de ajutor, îmi spui ce ai de spus.
I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Dacă cauți ceva anume, îmi spui. Dacă cauți pentru ceva anume, spune. De obicei mă mai întreabă, mai zic, caută nu știu ce și îmi întreb dacă au nevoie pentru, nu știu, pentru afară, stilul, cum se îmbracă, depinde mai multe detalii.
I ain't your ma, laddie.
Le pun întrebări, știi?
Oh,
Dacă e pentru altcineva întreb cum se îmbracă acea persoană, dacă are o poză sau ceva de genul, cum e îmbrăcat.
Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that
contează
pal
oarecum,
of
știi?
yours burst in last night. Slowly,
spun.
lad.
Atunci le
Slowly.
caut, încerc să le găsesc. Și dacă le găsesc, îi arăt. Dacă nu, și dacă văd stilul de haine care îl are mai așa, atunci îi spun clar din prima. Nu, n-am. N-avem cam ceea ce să caută, dar na, dacă e ceva oarecum asemănător, e genul ăla, știi?
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of
De
for now,
vorbit așa intru
but
să
he was on
comunic,
the
dar
edge there
dacă
for
văd
a
că
bit.
stă și se uită în gola iurea,
And
dar așa
so
nu
were
mă
you,
duc peste el,
lad,
nici să
so
mă bat.
calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
I have to talk to Hans.
Am
You
îmbrăcat
won't
câțiva.
get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage
Da
that.
bine, sunt responsabil și acum
But I
mai
need
dau
to
și
get a
nasul
breath of
cu
fresh
clientul
air
și la acasă,
clear my
cu
head.
retururi.
You slept through half of God's bright
Mai sunt și pe
day,
ăștia,
lad.
dar vin cu
So,
retururi înapoi.
if you feel up to it, go ahead.
Și
At
unii,
least we'll see how steady you are
unii
on
vin
your
după 30
feet.
de zile,
While you're
noi avem
at
de
it,
15 și
you
scriești
can
pe
stop
bun.
by the trough and wash all
Trebuie să-ți
that
bați capul cu
nasty
ei.
grime
Păi
off
cum,
of
că la
yourself.
celelalte e la
I
fel.
found an old
La celelalte e
Put it on
30,
so
deci
you
trebuie
don't
cu
catch a
celălalt.
chill.
Nu e
It
același
gets
magazin.
cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the
Și după aia
pot
mai
on
zic că
the
nu știam,
fire.
pe dar scrie pe
If
bun
that
jos.
ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking
Am o
up.
clientă, cred că vine lunar, dar
Don't
îmi face
overdo
retur.
it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold.
Cred că vine de 2
What's
ori pe
your
lună.
name, by the way?
Face retur.
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're
Zici că
done
vine
with
să-i dau
everything,
interdicție la
come
retur.
and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Nu-mi dau seama de ceva. Pot sta pe aici. Asta pe aici. Și vrea să-l pun așa. Iar asta așa. Cred că e mai ok așa. Inventory. Bandaj. 4 bandaje. Bandaje sau? Nu, sunt bandaje. Mâncăm puțină tocăniță. Cu lingura.
Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
Ma, trebuie să mă apuc și eu să vreau lingura de lemn. Să mănânc cu ea. Exact. Deschide ușa. Închide ușa. Ieșim puțin, ne bălăcim puțin.
Ah, I feel like a new man.
Punem niște haine pe noi. Put some clothes.
did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
What happened here?
What happened here?
It all happened so fast. Hans had a brawl with him outside, then he staggered in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor. And you saw the other fella outside. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
One.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious, too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
I think I can manage.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here, anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
One.
The bandages are still quite fresh.
Big sage, big chamomile. Și încă unul trebuie să fie pe aici. Take spade.
I won't have to change them.
Luăm lopata. Luăm un topor. Unii. Vrem toporul să-l avem. Luăm pe ăsta. Sper să fie cu minte porcul ăla să-l dea pe mine cumva.
Oh, shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. He can't be in the ground soon enough.
Perfect. Mai iar îl ridicăm. Dăm cu el în groapă. Perfect. Oh. Coin way. Oh, 3 coin. Reclam. Ok. Rămâne. Ne este pe noi. Hunter belt. Este activat. Unde sta pe noi? Ba nu, păstrăm asta. Ba nu, îl punem pe ăsta pe noi. Asta. Sau facem așa. Facem aici outfit-ul ăsta în întregime. Cu așa ceva. Iar aici nu vreau decât... De fapt aici îl vreau așa. Perfect. Ne spălăm puțin.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Nimic pe aici. Nu mai știu încălțări. Ba da. Da, uite, comfrey. Let's get some comfrey. Sage.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Nu luăm buruieni sage. Și chamomile.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Am pe undeva? Aici. Let's get this one. Am făcut un level. Perfect. Ia să vedem. Player. Player. In the player tab, you can find all important information about Henry stats, ability, and current stats. Ok. Aici nimic. Secondary. Nimic. Skills. Am făcut doar level. Deci n-am nimic. Alright. Strength 6, agility 6. Acum să ne întoarcem. Let's get back.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
I'll ask you one more time. I'm looking for those renegades. Hey, you! What do you... Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You don't look like von Bergov.
You're from Lord von Bergov?
Bergov.
You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Well, you're looking in the wrong place.
I'm Pavel, and I'm here to help Bojena. I don't know anything about any attack, but I met some of von Bergov's men in the woods too. They had his shields and Waffenrocks. They were looking for some cutthroats. I gave them directions here, so you can join them once they get here.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Nothing, fuck it. Just tell them we'll wait for them in the tavern and jelly off, alright?
A luat-o la fugă. Ok. Bun. Acum trebuie să vorbesc cu babușca.
Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my end.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
E bine tu?
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
You deserve to know the truth.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story. It was a story, right?
Oh, I didn't meet anyone up top, but they swallowed it all right. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Mamă, câte de astea. Ce? Cu? Superb. 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 Nu-ți place? 50 de dolari pe așa ceva.
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started.
Trebuia să mă întreb.
First, go
Păi
to
da.
the recipe book.
Nu văzut și că eu am făcut.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Wine, handful of chamomile and handful of sage.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Wine.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Până la fiert
Hear that
puțin.
bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling.
Where are you?
It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good.
Dacă acolo îți place.
Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need
Exact.
ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf.
Te contrazicem noi
So
pe
you've
tine.
got them at hand. All right. Let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Orc. Îți dai seama că trebuie să bași fața înainte?
Don't waste time. Throw it in.
Good.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a file and pour it in.
Dar să fiu nebun de nu?
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Mori.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Așa. Face câteva puțini. Wine. Inventory. Bun. Acum. Facem niște ujujuju. Da. Facem niște ujujuju. Punem aici. Luăm niște de astea și băgăm. Nici a ieșit. Calitate bună sau calitate nasoală?
I didn't stick to the procedure properly.
Oh, cred că da, a greșit eu. Nu, ce-am făcut? Ah, e ok și așa. Eu, o dată, de 2 ori. Să știi că da. Întoarcem ăsta. Îl punem la fiert. Am ceva sage. Punem aici. Asta îl ridicăm. Mai luăm un de-asta. Mergem la mortar, luăm un de-asta și batem la el. Și acum trebuie să fie perfect. Acum să luăm un de-asta. Acum trebuie să fie bine. Ăla e, mă. Oh, they're weak. Ugh.
That chamomile should have had more time on the fire.
Facem altfel. Bun. De asta. Aici. De asta. Aici. Îl punem pe foc. Întoarcem asta. Bă, nu, am pus altceva. Băgam ea și... Aici nisicim ei și acum. Nici nu vreau să mă gândesc ce mi iese aici. Cred că ochi mi iese. Trebuie ca ingredientele alea, deci că m-au trăvit cu ele. Da. Da. Ba nu, merge ceva.
I left that chamomile on the fire too long, I reckon.
Yeah. Trebuie să facem una perfectă, ia să vedem. Mânuța. Încă o mânuță. Acum asta pe foc. O întoarcem. O mânuță de asta. O intrat și pe acolo, mă intră mai mulți. Dar chiar o lăsai asta pe foc, că mă uitam unde nu trebuie. Mă taci, mă. Păi vezi? Știu eu ce știu. De ce, intrai tu pe TikTok? Mariuse. Pe aia zic. Tot quick, mă?
I left that chamomile on the fire too long, I reckon. Trebuie să scot o perfectă de aia. Wine. Nu ce-am făcut? Trebuie să pun de astea două mânuțe. Perfect.
Acum. Și acum. Așteptăm. Perfect. Încercăm. Mai luăm o mână de asta. O luăm bățul. Îl turnăm. Îl luăm unde asta. Și vedem ce a ieșit. Asta da.
Yeah. I added too much sage.
Cum too much sage, mă? Nu mai bat too much sage. În fine. De exemplu, dacă își bea una de asta. No potion. You're not winning a pouch.
Well done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now, and when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest.
Bun. Să-l spălăm pe ăsta puțin.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Better than yesterday.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to
Oh,
check on
saucy.
you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
I really need to eat something.
Oh, parcuri. Bun. La strength ce avem pe aici? Oh, bun. Nu mai consum stamina. Fall damage. Fall damage, fall damage. Nu știu dacă am nevoie de fall damage. Am să le iau pe asta. La speech. Ce avem la speech? Avem mai mulți bani dacă e acolo. Merge și așa. Ține vorba reală. Alchemy. Nu, we can sell potions. Da, aia nu ar fi rea. Asta n-ar fi rea, că ar fi mai multe poțiuni. Dar aș vrea asta să nu se strice prea repede. Oh. You can sell the potion, bro. Mai mulți bani, perfect. Crafting. Oh, perfect. Vreau asta. Asta ce face? Experiment to get a hangover while sleeping now. Asta e mai ok. Hai să zicem asta. Aici n-am altul decât ăsta. La survival. Nu e rău, dar să vindem mai mult. La tine se aude, mă? Asta n-ar fi rea. Perfect aici. Sword fight. Ok. Hai să luăm pe ăsta. Combos nimic, aici nimic. Mai am pe undeva? Nu cred că mai am pe nicăieri. Perfect. Bă, adevărat. Adevărat și asta. Are multă mâncare în asta. E perfect acum.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Oh.
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Once, when we were out hunting, Hans was taken captive by humans. But with a bit of luck, I managed to rescue him.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive. I rescued him.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts.
Are you managing here all right?
We don't complain. We mostly live off the woods, and when we need something else, we buy it or get it from the villagers. Mostly, I weave baskets. And me and Ma brew ointments and potions. Then I go around the villages selling them, or I barter them for stuff we need. Sometimes folk come here to us, when it's something serious.
They live here.
How come you live here, and not in the village?
Oh, that's hard to explain. It's just the way things turned out. And Ma and... Look, that's our affair, and We won't talk about it. Sorry.
What's going on in this dominion?
Is anything interesting happening around these parts?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. It's about time Lord von Burgau rousted them out. But I reckon you know something about that, huh?
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. Young Lord Semon's gonna marry the daughter of the bailiff of Troskovitz, Thrush. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart from that... A band of nomads turned up here. They got a camp somewhere down by the pond.
You said you'd shoot arrows at the humans. You can use a bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at Trotsky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down, but that'll never happen. So I have to make do with hares and a straw mannequin. Take care then.
How come you live out here?
That's just the way it is. It's for me to know, and you to find out.
Ah. All right. I won't pry.
What about those armed men who came here?
Damned if I know. I just hope they don't show up here again.
Can you tell me something about these parts?
What can I say? The village of Sheleov is nearby, and close to it there's a big traveller's inn. And to the north of Sheleov is Tachov. They've got a blacksmith's there, and a small tavern. There's no love lost between the folks from Sheleov and Tachov. They're always out to spite each other. Some dispute about some meadow.
Well, I don't suppose those are the only villages around here.
It ain't far from Sheleov to Semin. Sir Jan, the owner, he got a big stud farm with fine horses, and down by the water, a mill. The biggest village in these parts is Troskovitz, what lies at the foot of the castle. The local bailiff has his seat there, and there's a tavern too. Then there's Nebakov Fortress, Sir Yaromir's seat. There's a mill at the foot of it. But Pavlena knows more gossip about folk around here. She goes out and about. I stay home these days and hardly meet a soul. Take care, my friend.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Așa. Și mai avea nevoie de ăsta pe undeva. Așa. Deci am vrut să mă aud de game audio. Așa se aude. Trebuie să umblu setări iar. Da, să frică ceva când umblai la nu știu ce setări. De obicei dacă rămân alt tab încă se auze audio, acum fac că iar nu se aude.
hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was... Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Thanks. I hope I won't need it.
Well, as do I. But better to have it than nothing. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Chiar, mă. Chiar așa e, nu?
Open up!
Așa ziceam și eu.
I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa. Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! You don't know who I am!
Găleata pe el.
We fucking don't!
Plină cu cacao.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
What?
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Stai puțin că ceva e în neregulă. Îmi spune că mi-afectă cu ceva lucrul ăsta. Ar fi foarte ciudat să văd lucrul ăsta. Vă apucară pe voi, a? Îi apucară pe ăștia.
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Yo, not approved. What?
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughingstock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajenas. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
The
that woman from the pond.
Io terminai.
Or the one you gave us away for?
If I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you?
Oh, shit.
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I thought we divided
I
up
heard some
fairly.
talk about your
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
Name names.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits.
Și care e diferența între asta și asta? Că așa trebuia să fie.
Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
That's not a bad idea.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh?
Vreau să zic asta, dar n-am putea.
Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
What's life like here?
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
I'm sorry.
Well, can't be helped. Let's hope things get better.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things, all right.
Well then, be careful.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and...
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't miss it.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. And what can I get for you?
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too. At least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
They say clothes maketh the man, and you don't look much like a noble right now. So, I don't think the natural order will collapse if you get your hands dirty.
What do you know about a nobleman's honor? It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then. So, you simply aren't going to work?
That is a warrior's lot, Henry. Conserving his strength till the next battle comes along.
Right. I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry, such is my nature.
Here it comes.
I'm gonna lose a whole day. I'm supposed to move the sacks. Are you guarding them?
Aye. Thank God someone's bothered to come at last. The quicker sacks are moved, the better. You'll have your work cut out on your own.
Loc să se dea la o parte. Da.
An ale, as usual.
To your health, my friend.
Open my mouth and wait for it to rain.
Păi depinde cât sunt.
I need to plough too, you know.
What if you lent me the bullock on the Lord's Day? You're not going to plough on Sunday, are you? Lord von Bergov's men.
Nor should you.
Except I don't believe us. You won't lend me yours on any other day.
Go and see the priest first.
To success. Good health.
It's all right. I'll be happy.
Uite, mai ai faza.
What did you say?
Tocmai ai faza, n-ar fi trebuit să întâmple asta, nu mai meargă niciunul.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond.
Trebuie
Only
să
a
dea la o
fool would
parte,
do that.
tot. Dar na, nu vă...
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you, surviving a fight against bandits, even von Bergov himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Trebuia să înceapă bătălia.
Why did you do that? Yeah! Don't spare him!
Ah, beat. Good. Shouldn't have fought with us, you bastard.
Ah! Shame!
Zeig, dass du...
Fucker!
Oh Gott. Ich wurde... Good. Yeah! Don't spare him!
Show your stuff.
We're gonna gut you, you horse!
Bad luck.
That mad...
Good.
Why need
Hey, now you fucked up. Nice hit.
Păi văd. Pentru că atunci mai revenea stamina.
Slice him up. Shame on you.
Da, mai primul încă.
Jesus, I'm hit.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else. That mad...
Come on
he
then.
hate yokels?
Fuck you.
This is unbelievable.
Hey, get him!
These days, no one's ever really...
You want to try me?
Ia uite mă, doi din ei, mă.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really going to blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough! Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you, I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims, and what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. That's because I'm responsible, and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself.
București,
I'll
nu?
go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Două zile, trei.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, you!
Ce înseamnă mulți ani?
Henry?
Ah.
It's about time. Come here.
Până atât cu live-ul. Suficient. Mai revenim și data viitoare. Acum să vedem cum decursă treaba.